So it's Tuesday morning and I'm just heading down the track, as you'll see, bumpy. I'm going down to meet a fellow member, Peter. He's down for a day session. I'm down for a day session, but with the possibility of doing the night. It depends on how wet I'm going to get today and how keen I am to stay at the end of it, so we'll see. Hopefully we can find a fish. I know Peter's already done a lap of the lake and he's a pretty good fish finder, so we'll see where we end up. Hopefully catch you in a bit. You may have seen from some of the footage earlier, I've been fishing with one of the other members here, Peter. He's been with me for a little while, but he's decided to move, which I don't blame him. So he's gone round to the boat bay on the other side. Don't think it's been fished for a little while, so it's probably quite a good idea. The only downside there is you can't really only fish one angler with 3 rods really well. So rather than risk getting in his way, I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. Rods are out. Not entirely sure there's any fish here today. There's no one else on this bank, so I've moved my baits around a little bit, tried to cover as much ground as I can. I'm still debating whether to do this evening or not. I can do the night, I have got the kit with me. But I think if I don't really see anything today, with the way that the wind is and the general conditions, I might just go home tonight and then come back tomorrow. I've got the day off tomorrow to be able to fish as well, so we'll see. Anyway, the sun's pretty bright again. It's got a bit of a habit of making that casting difficult again, looking directly at the sun. Anyway, hopefully catch you in a bit. So I'm here in Slingers now, was in 103. I've moved up here. Nothing was happening down there, so I think it was important not to just sit on my hands and do nothing. Peter was over there in the boat bay. I think he's gone home now, which I suspect he had probably just had enough. The wind has just abated a little bit. I've flicked out 3 singles, so they're out there doing the job. I've moved them around a little bit, so they're not all in the same area. See if we can pick up a fish. If I did pick one up, I might be tempted to do tonight. I think if I don't get a fish, or certainly any indications of any fish, then I think I'll be going home this afternoon. I'll probably come back tomorrow first thing and try again. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Might catch up with you in a bit. one on my middle rods. Just put that back out and my right rod's gone. I think I found some fish. Bang on 20 pounds. Well, 20 pound and two 4 ounces, something like that. Beautiful fish, really happy. Show you the other side. So as you can see, I've decided to stay. I had that lovely, beautiful mirror. The colours didn't do it justice, I don't think, when you watch it back, but absolutely cracking fish. I actually lost a fish before that, only a handful of minutes before that, which is what made me make the decision to end up staying. Might end up being the only fish now, who knows? But the fact that I had a bite and I lost one and I caught one was enough for me to stay here. Fingers crossed we might get another one, who knows? So it's just before 9 o'clock now. I didn't even have a bleep in the night, although I'm not really particularly surprised, as most of the bites in the 24-hour sessions I've done this year so far have come through the day. It was pretty cold last night, so I'm not too upset I didn't have to get out. Sun's just coming up now, I'm starting to warm myself. The wind's changed, it's in my face a little bit. It does feel a bit colder here now, although I've got some slack water over here. I have redone my baits this morning, make sure that they're nice and fresh. Yeah, by the way, last night, you'll see in the footage before, I had a fish, a small ghostie of about 10 or 12 pounds. I managed to forget to press the record button when I went to do the video for the photo, so you couldn't see that. I do apologise. But yeah, a little ghostie. I actually had a beautiful ghost, orange tango coloured common back in the autumn at 25 or 26 pounds. Absolute cracker. In fact, I'll put a picture up now. yeah, there's a couple of nice bright tangoed and ghosty coloured carp in here. Good ones to target, I would say. Tend to give themselves away in the summer months when the light's good and you can see the fish moving around, especially in the pads here. Anyway, I need to get on, see if we can get another bite. Catch up with you in a bit. Clockwise, yeah? Can't beat a bit of bag mashing. Bag mashing. So you can see this fish here, mid double common. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of the take or me playing the fish. I've been having some problems with my camera. Sometimes me not pressing the button correctly while I've missed out quite a few pictures during this session. Just bear with me, I'm sure I'll get better at it. Anyway, off he goes. Another nice bite there. Well, just had another take, but where I've stupidly not brought heavy enough bobbins and it's blowing quite hard, it took me quite some time to notice the drop back. The bobbin just didn't pull the line down, and I actually was recording it at the time, and if I look back it was quite some time between the line going slack and me noticing. Yeah, a little bit annoying that, but it shows there's still fish here, so we'll keep going a little bit longer. Catch you in a bit. Pretty much getting near the end of my session now. I had a grass carp of about 10 or 12 pounds maybe an hour and a half ago, which would have been probably around 12:30, something like that. Wind's changed direction again. It's just eased off a little bit in my face. It must have gone a little bit more southerly than westerly, but we're pretty much last chance saloon now. I've had 6 bites, landed 3, had a couple of issues today that I need to sort out for next time. I did change hook size. For this session I wanted to try a slightly smaller hook. I feel that might not have worked for me, so probably next time I'm going to go back to what I normally do, and we'll see how that works out. But I think this is pretty much it now. Half an hour to go, then off home. Some food and a shower. Catch you in a bit.